Hey, did you miss me? I'm back.
In the office there's a man. He's got charm and he's got plans. Wookie's name a cool surprise, like a cookie with a W prize. Oldest ride, longest line, everyone wants the time. Wookie's got that special sway, takes you on a trip each day. Ticket please to ride Wookie's train. Ticket please, don't wanna explain. Ticket please to where the sparks fly. Oldest ride, but he's still so high.
Well, hey, thanks for checking it out. Another edition of Coffee with Kreiner. It's Wookie Kreiner. My apologies for kind of not being around for a while, not popping up some podcasts. Man, life been lifing a lot. Dealing with some financial issues, which everything's okay now. Dealing with some health issues, minor health issues, but everything's okay now. And still working with the new pup who's about 4 or 5 months in now, and everything's working out with him too. And so life is good, and just had to fight through some obstacles, jump over them, run through them, and run around them, and everything's kind of worked out. And here we are, Christmas season. So Merry Christmas to you and yours. I hope it's going to be a fabulous Christmas for you this year. And unfortunately, though, one of the things I'm seeing a lot on social media is just folks and a lot of women just unhappy because of relationship issues and tons of male bashing going on. And I'm not seeing a lot of female bashing. And maybe that's a problem that men aren't commenting at all because they're too busy being about them. I don't know. But some of these posts I'm seeing on social media are just like, wow, are you kidding me? I recently saw this one. Dudes really be 30 plus and have never treated a woman right in their entire life and somehow think that's cool. Oh, and this is a favorite. This is this is a good one. No woman is bad. It's a behavior of a man that changes the woman's attitude towards him. Right. Okay. All right. Got it now. Oh, and here's another great one. Most relationships lasted because women kept forgiving disrespect. Oh, and another one. And part of this is true. I agree with part of it. We need to bring back the men who still buy flowers, fill up the gas tank, a.k.a. I'm a gold digger, plan dates, hold doors open, and compliment their women daily. Again, I mean, part of that I do agree with, okay, but still another one. This is another good one, too. I think men are becoming too content with being useless. You guys literally can't fix shit. Can't build, don't pay for shit, struggling to plan dates. Like, what are you really here for? Evidently, not to date you. Here's the thing. The biggest problem with relationships is communication and not knowing how to love. Most of us today in this gotta have it now, rush society aren't taking the time to figure out what we want, who we want in a significant other. So we meet somebody, the butterflies happen, we're happy, we got somebody, we all booed up. We ain't going through life single anymore. And then we rush. And we start living together quickly. And I see a lot of women that move the dude into their house. Huge mistake. Huge mistake. Why is that a mistake, Wookie? Because men are supposed to lead. That's the way God created us. And I don't mean dictate. I don't mean to tell you what to do. But if you read the Bible and you go to Genesis and we go to Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, but Adam and Eve, God literally called Eve a helpmate. Now, what's that mean? That means that a woman's job is to help the man in various forms. And I don't mean cooking, cleaning, making a sandwich, cleaning the house. It's not what I'm talking about. Although that's really cool if you do that because I hate to clean. Kidding. FYI, tangent. I think when it comes to house chores, it should be split up. It's nobody's one job. It's split it up. Work together on that. But going back to the helpmate definition, God intended and wants the woman to help the man make decisions, like support him, discuss it with him. It's okay for you to say it's not a good idea, but in a loving kind of way. We get into this we're so, I guess today, so blunt, um, and we don't say things lovingly. We don't approach things softly. And I don't mean that men need to be pampered. That's not what I'm talking about. But you can't be aggressive with every conversation that you have and tell your significant other, oh, that's a dumb idea. Why would you ever do that? That doesn't get you anywhere. And then the other thing, women, is that you should allow your husband, and let's God doesn't intend us to just date. He didn't intend for you just to be booed up with somebody, living with somebody for 15, 20 years for the rest of your life. He made Adam and Eve a husband and wife. The Bible doesn't talk about dating. It talks about marriage, period. So you should be dating to try to figure out who your significant other is going to be for the rest of your life. And if that person doesn't fit the bill, you got to go. And there's nothing wrong with that. You could say that nicely too. Hey, this just isn't working out. You're not who I really want to be together forever with. We get too caught up with just settling because we don't want to be alone. I've been alone for a while and I'm kind of cool with it. I'd rather be alone than what I've gone through, at least the most recent long-term quote-unquote relationship with it back and forth. And gosh, I made so many stupid mistakes with that because I didn't look at what God wanted me to look at. I didn't lead, and I certainly didn't look at, hey, is she a helpmate? Is she helping me making decisions? Does she even care about the decisions I make? Does she even care about me? And the chick that no, she did not. And ladies, on the helpmate front, you have to allow your man to lead. And fellas, leading, like I said earlier, leading does not mean that you dictate. It means that you have the balls to make decisions that are going to, number one, protect her and your kids, if you have kids. Number two, the decisions that you make should provide for her and your kids. All right, so think about that when you decide you want to go buy the new Xbox game, whatever it is. The third thing your decision should be doing as a leader is comforting, making sure that your significant other, your wife, that her comfort is being provided for as well. And then you have to allow her to help you. Allow her to have decisions or comments, rather, about decisions that are made. It's up to you to make the decision, but you should have a conversation about it. That's what a helpmate is. She helps you to make decisions, and she supports you. We're not doing these things, Chad. We're not. We rush. And I've been there too. I was engaged to this chick, and, well, let me back up. I had a good friend of mine for the longest time, and I didn't listen. I didn't listen at all. Because like so many times in my life, I thought I knew it all, and I'm dumb. Sometimes I'm just dumb. But he would tell me, his name was Michael. Michael would tell me all the time, it's like, Wookie, it takes 6 months to a year before you get to know someone. Why? Because that's when comfort happens. That's when the true colors would happen. That's when the true colors come out. 6 months to a year. Absolutely true. So I'd met this woman, thought I was in love. After a month, moved her in, had her moved in, gave her the key, which was to the house, which is basically, here's a key to my life. And after 6 months, proposed. Gave her a ring, put a ring on it. She said yes. But then a few months later, after a year, we're a year now, we're really comfortable with each other and thinking that we know the other person and we can get away with things because we know the other person. She cheated, called her cheating. She denied it. Oh, she denied it. My first mistake was moving her in. And I'll never do that again, man. I'll never, ever, ever have any woman move in with me until probably really the ring is on the finger first. And that's going to be after a year at least. And yeah, I'm talking about marriage. And there's probably some of you listening saying, well, I'll never get married. And I don't need a man. I don't need a woman. Lie. Lie. Yes, you do. We're not designed to go through life by ourselves. That's not what God intended. We all want someone to share with. We all want LOVE, love. And I don't mean sex. I mean love. Sex is great. Sex is part of it. But it's not the whole 100% end-all, be-all of a relationship. It's just not. Quite frankly, you have sex anywhere. Go abuse your body with anyone. You could do that. But we all want love. We all want love. We want love. We want to give love. That's why we get pets. And there's nothing wrong with pets either. I love mine. But the point is, we all want a significant other to share life with. That's just the way we're designed, man. That's the way we're designed. But we're rushing through this. And ladies, you're picking men over and over and over over again that are the same dudes. You're dating the same dudes. You're not figuring out what you want or who you want before you do it. You're dating these quote unquote men that are really boys in a man's body. Huge difference. And you should never, ever have a dude move in with you. Why? Because he's like, free ride. I don't have to lead. So you're not helping him be a leader by doing that. And I see so many women date what I call ain't never going to have shit dudes. What's that mean? That means he doesn't have his own car. Ain't never had his own car. Has never had his own place. Ain't never going to have his own place. And a lot of these dudes are quote unquote self-employed. And what do I mean by that? I'm not talking about real jobs here. I'm not talking about self-employed business owners. Like you could be a welder. That's your business, but you're the only employee you have. I have a friend of mine just started his own plumbing company. He's his own employee. I'm not talking about that. He's self-employed. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these dudes that go from job to job to job. They don't have, there's no stability. They just go from, oh, I'm going to go over here this week. I'm going to mow grass. Oh, this week I got this other hustle over here where I'm helping to fix a window. And then my boy over here is he needs his car fixed. So we're going to work on his car and fix his car in the backyard. And he's going to pay me $200. That's what I'm talking about, quote unquote, self-employed. There's no plan with that. I'm not talking about legit single business owners that are self-employed and have had a plan and they've been working on their plan and working on their self-contained career for a long, long time. That's not what I'm talking about. And man, we're just as guilty. I have dated way too many Jezebel spirit chicks. The ones that are just got their hand out. I'm running out of gas. Buy my gas. Oh, my car needs fixing. You got to help me. Yeah, my job is to take care of you, but it's not totally support you like that. And just, what are you giving back? Think about George Michael. Remember George Michael, artist back in the day? He had the song called Everything She Wants. You've shown me you can take. You got some giving to do. That's a relationship is about give and take. And too many of us are settling and we're letting them take. You got to stop. That's no kind of self-respect for you. And again, I'm not bashing women here. I'm not bashing just men. I'm saying that we're making it way too hard. We're not loving the way Jesus said to love. We're not doing it. We're not following the script in the plan. And it's all right there in the Bible. All you got to do is read it. God has a plan for everything. You know, the Bible even talks about sleep. You're supposed to get the proper amount of sleep. Talks about eating. All you have to do is read it. Everything's covered, including relationships. Let me rephrase that, including getting married, because it doesn't talk about just dating. Nowhere in Scripture will you see God saying, hey, just date. Date this one, and then when you get tired of this one, date with this one over here, and then after that one's done, then you date this one over here, and then, just date and be with this dude or this chick forever and never get married. He wants a bond. He wants a promise, which marriage is a promise. It's a promise to God, and it's a promise to him or her that you're with. So there's a full commitment. That's what he wants. He wants a full commitment, not just to your significant other, but to him as well. And we're not doing it. We're too caught up with whomever and whatever makes us feel good for the moment. And then that's it. But we're not looking at lifetime. And there's the problem in a nutshell. I would say to solve the problem, this holiday season, give yourself the gift of loving you first and figuring out what you want second in a relationship. Who you want, how you want that person to be, your expectations. And spell those expectations out to each other after you've been dating for a while, 6 months to a year. Spell, this is what I expect. This is what I will put up with. This is what I won't put up with. There's nothing wrong with that, with putting up barriers and setting down some rules. Man, this is some good information. I hope I'm going to need to listen to this myself and write down these notes for myself. Because in my life, I have not loved me enough, and I settled. Man, I settled. I'm like, she's just... oh, look at her. She's beautiful and she's attractive and we're dating and yada, yada, yada. I didn't look at, was she the helpmate that I wanted her to be or God wants her to be? I didn't look at that. And I certainly didn't think about being a leader when I was married. I wasn't a leader at all. That was my fault because I didn't lead. I didn't love her the way Jesus wanted me to love her. I didn't do that. I was actually kind of looking to be led, which is absolutely wrong. Now, we moved in together. I didn't move into her house, and she didn't move into mine. We got a place together. The good thing was it wasn't quick, but she still ended up cheating. But I wasn't loving her either, so I don't know if I drove her to cheat or not. But there should have been some conversation there. And there wasn't. There were so many things wrong with my marriage. And I made up my mind after that it would never be my fault again. So I've done everything I can do and will continue to do everything I could do to be a better man in a man's body for whomever, if anyone ever, comes along and I'm saying, hey, that's the one. I want her to be my wife. Listen, love yourself. Stop rushing into decisions with relationships. Read about who God wants you to be in the marriage, and then go be that person. It's simple. It's not that hard. It really isn't hard. It's work, but it's not that hard. So with that being said, have a Merry Christmas. I hope the season is going well for you. Enjoy. And if you haven't, please hit the like button and subscribe. All right, thanks for having some coffee with Kreiner. We'll talk soon.
In the office there's a man. He's got charm and he's got plans. Wookie's name a cool surprise, like a cookie with a W prize. Oldest ride, longest line, everyone wants the time. Wookie's got that special sway, takes you on a trip each day. Ticket please to ride Wookie's train. Ticket please, don't wanna explain. Ticket please to where the sparks fly. Oldest ride, but he's still so high. Wookie smiles, makes you weak. He's the one they always seek. Lines for him around the door. Wookie keeps you wanting more. Oldest ride, keeps it real. Longest line, it's the deal. Wookie's love never fades. Timeless charm in the shades. Ticket please to ride Wookie's train. Ticket please, don't wanna explain. Ticket please to where the sparks fly. Oldest ride, but he's still so high. Oldest ride, longest line, everyone wants their time. Wookie's got that special sway, takes you on a trip each day. Ticket please to ride Wookie's train. Ticket please, don't wanna explain. Ticket please to where the sparks fly. Oldest ride, but he's still so high. Ticket please to ride Wookie's train. Ticket please, don't wanna explain. Ticket please to where the sparks fly. Oldest ride, but he's still so high.